This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
That we are. And that we are indeed.
Yeah, and solid we are.
Solid we are us.
We are us, and we are solid Arsenal.
We are Gunners Are Us.
Solid.
Here on iTunes and Spotify, give us a 5-star review. Head over to Peppercorn Sports Guys on YouTube as well to see us ripping packs. And on Gunners Are Us on TikTok, where we also ripping packs and also with Arsenal's daily news. But it's been a week.
Oh man, if we were ever positively Arsenal
It's this week.
in our lifetime, I think it's current.
Well, I think, you know, when we talked about that Leeds game, that day was a real good feeling.
Yeah.
Dare I say that we said that's rare you get those kind of like all-encompassing good feeling days.
You're in a good bubble.
We're in a good bubble. And it's rare that I've had them even as an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
as I spill my coffee.
Jesus.
But dare I say that Saturday this week, was that again?
Yeah.
It really?
It just keeps coming. It just keeps coming for the Arsenal. I mean, it feels like, you know when you like take for granted when something's really good?
Yeah.
It feels...
But you never know you're in the golden era until the golden era is now not the golden era, it's the past tense.
Yeah, and I feel like that's our job on this, is to kind of reaffirm.
To grab you by the throat, hold you in the air and let you smell the roses.
And
the ones up on the windowsills.
And smile while you're doing it.
And I'm going to be smiling while I'm doing it. That is exactly our job, and you're 100% right. And it is, and I think to have two of those in a season, those kind of feel good day moments.
Yeah.
And again, it's not winning a trophy before anyone. Not that anyone's listening to this isn't an Arsenal fan, but we're not claiming that this is a trophy or anything weird. I'm just saying that Leeds game had a feeling of nice day at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Eze signed. There was just so much to it. New players playing. Dalman came on.
Yeah.
Then we had a 12 o'clock fixture with Forest this past weekend.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on the podcast last week. Football players do not like playing that slot anyway.
No.
There's
Famously from Robert Perez's book. That's where I think
And he got injured at that time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Having said that as well. It's that kind of time of the day where the players, you got to think about it, they're getting up at 6, doing a walk and eating pasta. And therefore, by the time
you got to be careful with that, because Wayne Rooney said that, didn't he? And that one comment underneath his tweet that said, you could shovel pasta anywhere on me for that money at that time in the morning on a Saturday.
And I totally agree. And do you know what? And here's the deal with that comment.
Yeah.
Of course we could all do it.
Yeah.
But could we then deliver against a Premier League team?
I don't know if I could.
No.
Scott.
And that is, Joe, that is the difference between us regular folk and Premier League football players. The hard part isn't getting up and eating the pasta.
No.
The hard part is to get up, eat the pasta, and then perform at the level required for us not to be upset about it on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That is what they're bothered about. This is an ongoing theme in the world.
Yeah.
You know, people say, I can't eat clean because I don't like the food. Like the people that eat the food that's clean love the food.
Yeah, no one likes it.
They want the donuts.
No one likes going to the gym.
It's called discipline. Then it's like saying, I don't like going to the gym. It's boring. Don't like it. You think the people going to the gym like the gym. No. Some of them learn to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But they don't enjoy it as much as they enjoy going to a water slide.
Yeah.
And this is exactly that. Of course we could all eat pasta at 6 in the morning and then go to a football game. But could we then give us 3 points? Absolutely not. And this is what I'm saying, is they overcame that.
Yeah.
And I don't think they did. I think no one moaned about it. It's us just making us up. But Forest is an interesting one because I saw a lot of the predictions, and I think we might have said like 2-0 or something like that last week. But this is not in Forest who came, was it 7th last year? I don't know.
They were 4th,
yeah. This isn't, 2 years ago, even last year, I think we did beat them at home quite handsomely. I think it might have even been 5-0. But this is not a relegation fodder team anymore.
No.
It might be under a Hanch, but we'll get to that. It's turned. The worm has turned for Nottingham Forest.
It has, yeah.
They are now being considered, and this is probably half their issue, a bigger club now.
Yeah. More pressure.
And I don't mean that disparagingly. We'll go with that. I don't mean it like that because they're a giant club that won a Champions League, I'm sure. But they're not hanging on in the league anymore. Now their owners, their manager, their appointments, their salary, everything is telling us they are looking to challenge for Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you play those teams, you can't take for granted winning these games. And this is going to be a theme that we're going to get to on the podcast today about winning games you're just supposed to win, even though they're harder than what they look like.
Yeah.
You know?
There's not many easy games though now, really.
There's not, but Leeds at home,
Yeah.
that's a game you expect to win. You expect to win by 3 goals.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Forest, 2 years ago, I think you do the same.
Yeah. Albeit they did cause us a lot of problems even before
Yeah.
they turned into what they did last season.
Yeah.
They were always kind of an iffy team for
But
us.
not so much at ours.
No, it was more of a cup run situation.
But what's changed is now that game is not a 6-pointer by any means. But it's a game you have to just try and get a result.
Yeah.
It's not a feel-good day at the office like the Leeds one. It just turned into one.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to talk about is professional jobs. Getting the stuff like that done because that is not a team that are bottom half of the table. This is a top 8 team as of last year. And to dispatch them 3-0 in a game where they created one chance
Yeah.
and it was off the chest of Chris Wood
Yeah.
onto the bar. And then we mucked about a little bit in the box and they nearly had an opportunity. But they didn't even have the opportunity.
Not really.
But they nearly did.
Yeah.
To limit that team to that,
Yeah.
it's really impressive. And I think that's the things that I really want to get across today is just that.
It's the little details that we're doing that I don't think... It's not exciting, so people don't talk about it as much. It's not as exciting as like what Liverpool do going forward. But it's the little jobs at the back and in the middle that get done. I think it was a stat last night. I think you brought it up when they were talking about it during the Bilbao game. The only goal we conceded so far...
Five competitive games, is 1 goal.
That one Sosbolai free kick, that's a worldie of a free kick that doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
That's the one goal we've let in.
Great pronunciation as well.
What did I say? Sosbolai.
Sosbola, I say Sabozla.
Sosbolai.
But I like the way you said it. It felt like yours was correct and I've been saying
I
that.
think it is.
I'm sure it is. But it is, yeah, you're limiting to that chance. And I know that a lot of people already started to talk. It's too early days to be talking about it. But the most defensively... The best defensive team probably of all time in the modern English top flight,
Yeah.
or European flight, I believe, is Chelsea. They conceded, I think it was 15 goals in one
Yeah.
Premier League season
Yeah.
in 05, I want to say.
Super check, wasn't it?
Super Check, Terry, Carvalho, that crew, Ashley Cole, Ivanovic, maybe.
Yeah.
That era delivered that. I don't know if in a modern day, the way in which teams are, tactically set up now and the amount of salary and money that's gone into every team in the Premier League, because, Sunderland spent 180 million this summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burnley held Liverpool to 96-minute draw. And then Leeds literally only lost a game this week because of a freakish 95th minute own goal.
Yeah.
And they've spent money.
Yeah.
These teams. And the teams above them have all spent money.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can concede 15 only goals in one season.
No.
Because essentially you concede a goal once every 3 games.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I don't think
we're looking that
you
way.
can, but when you start playing every 3 days,
it gets a lot.
against teams that are this good,
Yeah.
I don't think you might be able to win a lot of games. That's one thing, but to not concede,
Yeah.
I think we could if we started playing even more cautiously, and we started to almost win 1-0 or draw 0-0 a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't think that should be in any way a goal of Arsenal this year.
No, you've got to try and win the league.
Yeah, and our signings show that we're actually going away from the idea of trying to keep clean sheets and be more expansive going forward.
Yeah.
Which is going to cost you some goals going the other way. But the defensive mentality of this current team, and then, like you said, the little details that you see across the line. This isn't, and this is what I want to bring up because we, Opta said that we had the hardest first 6 to 8 games or whatever it was of the season in the league. And last year we were second to hardest after Wolves. This year they have us down as the hardest start. So to be, and you add the Champions League draw in there and you start adding Athletic Club away from home.
Yeah.
And then in midweek next week, got Port Vale away from home. Obviously, a much easier tie.
Should be.
But also away from home, it's not a layup at home or anything like that. You got then another Champions League game. When you look at that first batch before the second international break, I believe it is.
Yeah.
It is the hardest in the league.
Yeah.
But there is also, when you look around, there are teams like Liverpool, City, and that you go, oh, they've actually, City have played Man United. They're going to play us.
Yeah.
I think they're playing Chelsea coming up. Man United are playing Chelsea. They've played us already.
They got a tough
They
run.
played City. Like Man United played Arsenal, City, and Chelsea in the first 6.
Yeah.
They've had a horrible start.
Yeah.
But then to look at what they're delivering points wise and goals tallies and all these kind of things, and then you look at us. So far, so good.
Oh yeah.
I still think the 2 games that I was probably least looking forward to, other than Anfield, are still coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we looked at that first 6, we looked at Leeds, we looked at Forest, and we went, they're the winnables.
Yep.
The 2 home games there. Man United away, I don't know. We just got a horrible record. Liverpool away, probably going to lose, and we did. Then we looked at these 2. These are the crucial ones because these 2 games decide whether that start was decent, good, great, or maybe actually bad.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be bad when you've already got the points we've got. But I think we said at the start of the season, if we get anything lower than, I think it was 9 points, that's a bad start, even with the games. If we get more than like 9 to 11, we're like, that's mediocre, okay.
Yeah.
But if we hit the 14, 15, then we've well overachieved.
Yeah.
As it stands, I believe we're on, is it 9 points? Yeah, as out of a possible 12. So if we get 0 points from the next 2, we would say, because we've got 3 wins and a loss.
Yeah.
I think we're on the bottom end of, that was a poor start.
Yeah.
If we pick up 2 points here, that'd be 11 points. That's in the range of where we're going. It's on the bottom end, but that's a good start.
Considering who you faced, yeah, it's not bad.
If we can get a win and a draw, you're at 13 points. 2 wins will put us at 15 points, which is the unbelievable start.
2 wins out of the next 2 games would be unreal.
Yeah. And then when you look at what we've done, and this is what I was going to mention, was talk about that start.
Yeah.
It's tough. This time last year, we'd already had 2 red cards and load of injuries.
Yeah.
What I think, because we've bought really well in the summer and we've actually decked out the squad, this game, okay, similar to Liverpool, Saliba went out after 6 minutes. We were at Anfield without Saliba, now a £13 million centre back who seems to be,
he's doing all right.
maybe the bargain of the century.
Solid.
Heist of the century, that guy. But we had him from the 6th minute. So imagine no Saliba, no Saka, no Odegaard, your captain, no Havertz, your guide, your talisman.
Yeah.
That's who we started at Anfield.
Yeah.
We lost. It was a random free kick. It probably should have been a 0-0. But still, it wasn't a bad performance in any way.
No.
We're now going against Forest. Like I said, not a relegation fodder. This is a team. This is a legit team.
Strong.
It's at home. We expect to win, but we just need to be professional and get this job done. And then you look at that starting lineup. And you go, oh, Raya, Timber, Calafiori, fantastic. All right, Mosquera, the £13 million man, is going to have to play. You know, this time last year, if you said Saliba's out, we'd all be going, that's curtains for us.
Yeah.
Especially in this hard start.
Yeah.
And we're all going, yeah, he's good.
It's fine.
And he's next to Gabriel, but we're missing Saliba already. Okay?
Yeah.
Then we go into our midfield. We've got Zubimendi. We've got Moreno, who's playing over Rice. And we've got, completely blanked, it's Odegaard. He ends up going off after 10 minutes for Waneri.
Yep.
So imagine no Odegaard.
Yeah.
Now up front, our front line is Eze, Madueke, and Gyökeres.
Brand new.
Yeah. So if someone had said to us 6 months ago, all right, you're going to have the fixture, they're going to put the fixtures in there, and your fixtures are going to be up to the worst.
Yeah.
We go, oh, brilliant, twice in a row, pretty much. Brilliant. And the first 4 or 5 games, you're not going to have Havertz, Saka, Odegaard, Saliba.
Yeah.
And Rice isn't even going to start some of them.
Yeah, spine. The spine.
I would be like, oh, so it all falls apart immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're doing fine.
It's fine.
I would have been like, what? All right, well, did we fluke it? No. Just doing well.
Pretty solid. You only can see 1 goal and it's a worldie.
Yeah, okay. And the weird thing is, and it's a feeling, is, you know, last year, I think you do it sometimes, you know, and you know sometimes you got the backup, you go, we got a good backup, but then when we start making changes, you go, oh, we're not going to score now.
Yeah.
But the physical doesn't match the on paper. Like, I remember last year, there's a couple of times where we go, yeah, but we can make changes here. Like when we were at full strength, you go, but Trossard could come on, or Jesus.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, that's good changes.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the end of the game and, you know, Odegaard's off for Waneri, Moreno's on for Rice, Trossard's on for Martinelli, Jesus is on for Havertz, you watch that last 20 minutes going, it's not as good as it looks on paper, is it?
Yeah, it sounded good.
Yeah, you're like, it's fine, but I really think the game's done.
Yeah.
We're not going to concede, but we're not going to score.
Yeah.
Whereas now, we're through to the depth already. Like the papers come off the top, they're gone.
Yeah.
Here's the depth. But now we're still, like last night, perfect example. We're going to skip forward here to the Champions League, which we're going to get into more detail later. We're going to start with that front three you now like, which is the depth. Because in a perfect world, I genuinely believe he wants Havertz, Saka and Martinelli still.
Yeah.
I think he really does.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
All right, now pop these new guys in, the three new ones. So we're now into the depth.
Yeah.
He then, we're the game. Athletic Club aren't creating anything, but we're not really getting anything moving. Something's a bit janky in there.
And Athletic Club, very solid. Like, I mean, they were popping the ball around very nicely.
Really
very
nicely.
tidy little team.
And when you haven't been in Champions League for 11 years, you do get this. We had this with Lons wasn't it, a few years ago, where they come out of the traps like this is their World Cup final.
Crowd's hot, everything's
And we ended up losing that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
2-1. But we had a similar vibe last night, but we get to 70 minutes and he goes, Trossard and Martinelli go on.
The old boys.
Yeah, and we're now through to the next set of depth.
Yeah.
You know? And you go, oh, okay, this... And what happens? 36 seconds.
Yeah.
Martinelli goal, Trossard assist.
Yeah.
7 minutes later, what happens? Trossard goal, Martinelli assist.
Yeah.
And you go, oh,
Those
the
guys,
old boys, the old boys sorted it.
they were fine the whole time.
The quote-unquote old boys.
Yeah.
But it's that depth now that you're not... we've got option A, B, and C. Before we had A. And when it moved to B, we knew it wasn't really an option, but we had to just accept it.
Yeah.
Now we're through to C in a Champions League game, and they're winning us games.
Yeah.
That's depth. That's when you start going, oh, okay, here we are actually, this is serious.
Well, I think you're right. Not you're right. Thierry Henry even said it last night on the Champions.
Both legends.
Yeah. I think Henry said it last night. He was talking about our squad and depth. And he said, with the signings we've made, and they put them up on the screen, that depth should be winning stuff now. And I think... I mean, it's not a guarantee you're going to win stuff, but you're seeing with the eye test that the depth is paying off, and it is quality depth. Like even players like Moreno, are stepping up. They're doing their job. They're overachieving almost at what they should be doing.
Yeah, and I must admit,
and I think you said he selected Moreno over Rice, not because of injury or rest.
He said he's in an emotional state. That's what he said, which is Arteta speak for his inform.
Yeah, he's doing well.
He's just out of control with that comment, and he's right. And I think. And I said Joe's a big Moreno guy. I think he's a really interesting player because I don't know where he plays. I don't know.
Good soldier.
I don't know if he has any technical ability or he has the best technical ability. He might be the best finisher in the squad.
Yeah.
He's slow. He looks extremely tired from minute 10, maybe. His fitness has never improved. He'll still be playing at 90, though.
Oh, yeah.
And he just get on with it. I don't know how to describe that player. But against Forest was the first time where I went, no, he's class. He's good. There's a reason why he now is a star for Spain.
Yeah.
And, by the way, since February, the second most informed player in the world, in world football, as far as goals scored and minutes played, which is crazy.
I'm a big fan of his general play. It's a lot of small things. You talk about the details.
Yeah.
Like the details of like picking up the ball, second balls in the middle of the field, just knocking it on nicely.
I think
slowing it down, like getting fouls where you need them on the edge of your own box. Like he does a lot of this stuff.
Well, I think when you look at our squad currently as well, like people are like already in panic stations of how do we get the everyone game time. Already, by the way, the only people I can say probably haven't had enough game time. Hecapi's just come in, but he played 5 minutes last night in the Champions League. He expected that because he's got a language barrier.
Yeah.
He's joining a new club. There's so much.
Came in late.
He also came back from South America last week.
Yeah.
For Euro, where he had an unbelievable game. I think it was against Argentina. But that's a slow start, but we understand that. Maresca's getting loads of game time. Saliba's fit, by the way. He was on the bench last night.
It's a great problem to have.
Yeah, Gabriel. And then you've got Ben White isn't fit. So realistically, when you actually look at how crazy our depth is, already, Timber has to play every game.
Yeah.
Maresca and Gabriel has to play every game.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly is the only one I'd say hasn't probably as much game time as he probably should be getting.
Calafiori's getting a lot of time.
Calafiori's getting a lot. Zubimendi, Rice, Moreno, they're all interchangeable. When Harry's had, in the Premier League, out of the 4 games, I think he's played close to 180 minutes.
Yeah.
He's done a 70, a 30, a 30, and a 0, I think, is what he's been doing, which is mad. Eze's now played 90 minutes once. We played 70 minutes, didn't he?
Yeah.
He played 70 minutes. Madueke, by the way, is playing. He's a regular now.
He's just
You know,
going, yeah.
Gyökeres is getting loads of minutes under his belt, which is what we need.
Yeah.
And he's an interesting. I have a real interesting thing to talk about him as far as the game last night. And
Yeah.
his general play generally. But when you actually look at that squad, Max Dowman's had minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Spreading time, yeah.
Arteta is managing to get everyone minutes. Martinelli, Trossard, everyone's played.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at it, I thought, oh, and even when I saw the team news last night, I thought, well, I played almost the exact 11 that pretty much played the full match 3 days prior.
Yeah.
But he's also taking it dead serious, going, there's an importance to winning these early games in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want to be doing is playing catch up 3 games in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the big games come, Bayern Munich and
Yeah.
Inter Milan.
And they're coming.
But with City coming on the horizon, you go, oh, But he's using that squad really well. And, he's using it because he has to with some injuries. He's using it really well just, Lewis Kelly got way more minutes last year than he probably should have at that age.
Yeah.
And Arteta knows that. He's probably gone, we've got the squad now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put you in a situation where you're going to be scapegoated, which he did.
Yeah, he came in early and had to get a lot done.
He got a lot done. He was unbelievable, but he got scapegoated.
Yeah.
And Arteta's probably gone, you've got way more minutes than you needed at this point in your career.
Yeah.
He's going to cool you off a tiny bit. But as the season goes on, you're going to start getting that game time. Same with Nwaneri.
Yeah.
But the difference from Nwaneri last year to this year is he now sees him as the number 10.
Yeah.
He's not bringing him on late doors at the right wing.
Yeah.
He's saying, no. We've got 3 players on right wing. Your player's number 10.
Yeah.
For example, last night, he had an opportunity to literally push Eze inside and put a left winger on.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't put Nwaneri on.
Yeah.
Because he's going, you're on number 10, and if I don't see fit,
Yeah.
he's not put Eze ahead of him. Eze's not now our left winger and number 10 backup. He's going, no, you're Odegaard's backup.
Yeah.
Eze's the left winger.
He's not in a situation where he has to force
Yeah.
players into the positions just because he has to.
And I think he might have Lewis Skelly down as, because Hikapi came on before Lewis Skelly last night. I think he's doing a slow. What do we call it? He's a soft launch.
Soft launch, yeah.
He's doing a soft launch, and Lewis Skelly's a midfielder.
Yeah.
I truly believe that, and I think he has played some minutes at Old Trafford at left back, and he played last week, I think, at left back briefly. But I genuinely think he's just been waiting for Hikapi to be up to fitness and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he sees Hikapi as Calafiori's backup. The centre backs and Mascara's the backup. Ben White and Timber. And obviously Calafiori, Hikapi, all these guys can also play centre back in case the other centre backs.
Yeah.
I think he's saying, Lewis Kelly, you're not in that group anymore.
Yeah.
You're now in the group with Zubamendi, Norgard, Rice, Nwaneri, Odegaard, and Moreno.
Like when Saka graduated from wing back to winger.
To winger.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that's the deal. And the only reason he's played minutes back there, because at the minute you'd say, well, he's already played in minutes back there, so he doesn't see that. I think he does. It's just he didn't have. When he came on Old Trafford, Hikapi wasn't at the
He
club.
didn't have the pieces in place.
When he played last week, he didn't have. Hikapi wasn't up to scratch yet. I think now he's got everyone up to scratch and they understand. I think he's now going, you're a midfielder.
Yeah.
You need to play your space.
Yeah.
So I think at Port Vale, I've got a feeling you might see him start. It's difficult because I think as far as the Port Vale game, Ben White's not fit. And we don't want Timber playing another 90 minutes after City.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And he puts a shift in as well, so he needs rest.
you could see Saliba and Hikapi being the centre-backs, I think, for that Port Vale game.
Okay.
But at that point, there's no left-back because Calafiori needs a rest.
Yeah.
So Lewis Kelly could be back there.
Yeah.
But I think the plan is to bring him in and go, I'm going to give you time in that midfield. And like Moreno, look at Moreno. He's literally keeping Nwaneri and or Rice out of the team.
Yep. Yeah.
Because of his form.
Yeah.
And that's what you want in a big squad is you don't want the mentality of people like Moreno. Like when he started the season, he probably looked around and went, all right, Zubamendi, Rice and Odegaard, that's the midfield. I know that. It's not me.
Yeah.
But I need to be in there. And he's not going, but the £100 million signing, the captain and the new signing, I'm not going to over displace them.
Yeah.
He's going, yeah, well.
Yeah. He believed in
And the only way
himself,
to do it is like, okay, if you give me 15 minutes, I'll do that.
Yeah.
If you send me on international, I'll go score a hat-trick.
Yeah.
He's making a point. And that's the level you have to be at to be in this team now. And that's what I really like about it is there is like this There's no handouts. I remember for a long time we loved Hector Bellerin. We saw his decline,
Yeah.
and we all still went, "I love Bellerin."
Yeah.
So we still played him.
There was a lot
And
of that.
He still got found out.
Yeah, there was a lot of that like favoritism stuff
Yeah.
where you'd be like, I like these players, I like this player, he should play, and then when they'd lose, you'd be like, oh, I wish I could check they're okay. Whereas now it's got to that like cutthroat level almost, where it's like, no, we need to get this done now with the best squad.
And I think they know it because Eze had a bit of a stinker, I think, against Athletic Club. I think he looked a bit out of his depth. And it's not because Athletic Club are any better than who he's already played against. He's played against top teams.
Yeah.
He's shone against City and Liverpool and people like that before.
Yeah.
I think it was just maybe a lot and they just shut him down. Whereas Madueke was thriving again last night.
He's running at him.
But with Eze, you could see it in his face at the end because he went off and what happened?
Straight
Goals,
away.
goals. And you could see him going over and clapping the fans. And you could see that bit on his face going, I've just lost my guaranteed start. And again, it swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily...
Because for me, by the way, what I want Arteta to do right now is Martinelli starts
Yeah.
against City.
Yeah, because you want that competition. But I
I
don't...
want Martinelli to feel like if I come on and get a goal,
Yeah.
I'm going to get a game.
I think
I don't want him to get a goal and go, oh, he's sticking with Eze, whatever.
it's tough, isn't it? Because I don't think it's necessarily a slight on Eze and his performance that Martinelli came on and scored that way. I think it's game states, it's positioning, it's styles of player. Eze and Martinelli, very different players.
Very different, yeah.
Eze's very... I think we talked about it last night. Even though he seemed a little off pace compared to everyone else. But I think that's just the way he plays. And when it works...
He's more Bergkamp and Ozil than he is Madueke
He's
or
methodical.
Overmars or someone like
yeah,
that.
he's methodical. He's not a wild card. He's a methodical player. That's why you have the methodical on the left and the wild card on the right.
Yeah, we've always talked about it, the unbalance. So Wenger used to play Ramsey on the left as a kind of a central midfielder out wide.
Yeah.
And then you have a legit wide man. But there was moments last night where you could see Arteta was telling Eze, you get on the touchline. You're too central.
Yeah.
Because the way in which you play is Calafiori is going to make diagonal, like I've described it before in the NFL, a post route. He's going to run from the left back and he's going to run towards the post of the other team's goal
Yeah.
that is nearest to him. He's going to make that diagonal run down the middle.
Yeah.
And if Eze's standing next to Gyökeres centrally, and he's coming inside, there's no left side.
No.
So he needs Eze to sit on that touchline to leave that huge area for Calafiori to run in. And I think Eze's smart enough, and you've seen it already with Gyökeres and Calafiori on that side, is that side's becoming a little bit dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
Calafiori, Eze and Gyökeres seem to have a connection. I think against Forest, you noticed it for a period there, where anytime he overlapped, Gyökeres would kind of drop in, Eze would go 1-2, knock out the Calafiori, and then Gyökeres would be off again.
And we haven't had that on the left for a while.
No, we're so right heavy, and you can see them almost working out. Oh, Saka's not over it, and nor Odegaard.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep pushing it right.
Yeah.
And now, but they've also become very like, give it to Madueke, he'll run at them.
He'll do something.
But they need to remember it's even. You want 50-50. You don't want it to be as right heavy as we have been in the past.
No.
But yeah, with Eze, I love Eze. He's my dream signing. I love he plays there. I want him to start every single game.
Yeah.
But I also like the idea that the incentive of someone like Martinelli does that.
Yeah.
And he gets that City game.
Yeah.
He earned it.
Yeah.
And then if he's average and he does something bad, Eze comes back in. If he looks good, then he gets in. And if you can maintain that spot
Yeah.
for the whole season, well done.
Yeah. Competition.
You did it. But chances are you're going to have ebbs and flows.
Stuff's going to change.
And you're going to go in and out of form. And the benefit of as an Arsenal fan is when Martinelli's out of form, Eze will probably be in form.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he's out of form, Trossard will probably be in form. And when he's not, Eze is going to come back in. And
Which is the beauty of the depth that we're talking about. Like, it's not necessarily a case of like you have to wait for players to get injured for the depth to come in.
Yeah.
It's game by game. You want to have that competition between players where they do fight for a spot, and it works best for that game.
And that's what I was mentioning earlier. I know we're kind of jumping between Forest and Athletic Club constantly, but I kind of just rounding up in this first half of the episode the games that have been played before we move on to what's coming is what I was saying earlier, which is that kind of not taking stuff for granted and kind of doing a job. That game last night with Athletic Club, if you imagine the tiers of the teams you have to play in the Champions League now where you don't play everyone twice, it's 8 games instead of 6. You're going to get 2 horrible teams, one home and away. You're going to get 2 good teams. You're going to then get, or 2 great teams. Then you're going to get 2 good teams. Then you're going to get 2 unknown teams.
Yeah.
Athletic Club are somewhere between good and great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's an away one.
Yeah.
If you earmark if you looked at it, there's a couple. I think it's Munich at home, or it might be Inter home. I can't remember. But basically, one of the big teams is at home. Then there's a flurry of about 3 that you can look at and you go, we're winning all 3 of them for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know about the big team. There's an unknown team away from it. You say we're going to win that as 12 points.
Yeah.
They reckon around 14 points will get you through.
Yeah.
Top 8. So then it's about picking up the away from home against Athletic Club, or away from home for a big team, or that other bigger team that you have to play from away from home. They're the ones you got to pick the points up in.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like I said earlier about playing catch up, is you lose that one and you go, it's all right. That was one of the tougher away games. But then you stall at home to a smaller team. You go, we drew that one.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, we have to beat Munich. Then you go all out against Munich and you lose.
Yeah.
Then you're thinking, oh my God, we have to win out now. And the pressure builds. It's so important. We did it last year. We just kind of won from the start.
You got to bank those points. Yeah.
And we just got to bank it, because that was one of, if you grade 1 to 8 of the hardest ties,
Yeah.
I think that's probably the 4th hardest tie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in the top half of the hard ties.
Tricky.
The more you can win on that top half, the better.
Yeah.
But next game, we should be winning at home. Because then you turn that into 6 points. All of a sudden, that table takes shape after 2, and you go, all right, we're in the top 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let's just nick away at points. Because people are going to... You saw where Real Madrid made a meal of that last night.
Yeah.
Took a dodgy penalty, down the 10 men. Juventus and Dortmund had a hell of a game, 4-4.
Yeah.
Spurs did a job, a very boring job, on Villarreal at home, 1-0. But again, it's a result. Again, Villarreal at home, for them, it's in the top 4 harder games.
It's not easy. Yeah.
Gets it done, it's a win.
I mean, Spurs, talk about a team that are like doing a job at the start of this season, similar to us. I mean, they're on the same points as us, maybe in the league.
Same goals conceded, same goals scored.
Yeah, same exact. Like
Everything's the same.
talk about Thomas Frank getting in there and kind of organising the situation and making it solid. I mean, if you're a Spurs fan right now, you're feeling pretty happy and pretty comfortable.
Yeah, and it's when you look though, like I think Benfica threw away a 2-0 win at home to Qarabag.
Yeah.
Games like that, it's so easy in the Champions League that games like that can happen.
Champions League's random.
Like last night, we could have lost that 2-0, and you go, oh God, okay, pressure's on now.
Yeah.
It's so important to just do a job. And I mean, the game there wasn't much to it. It was very stop-starty, bitty. There was a lot of head injuries. And then it just took that perfect little substitution at the right time.
Yeah.
Took the game away from them.
Yeah.
Nullified the game and went, curtains.
Yeah, sorted. I mean, that's the thing we're talking about, how you've got to really smell flowers with this situation. Like you said, we haven't won a trophy or anything, so you can't get excited. But at least as an Arsenal fan, you got to enjoy the solidity of this whole situation and how we're just getting jobs done left, right and centre.
And also there's an element of this is that was also another game where Saliba was fit, who he didn't have to play.
Yeah.
He's fit for City.
Yeah.
If he's coming back in.
Yeah.
If Odegaard is fit, he didn't travel.
Yeah.
He got his shoulder right. Because that shoulder, I think, is going to end up being a thing that happens repeatedly. And then they're going to go, we're going to have to bite the bullet and have a surgery, and he'll be 3 months out.
I mean, the chances of it hanging on by a thread going into the Forest game and then taking the full...
That
fall he took, which I think
fall would have done something anyway.
Any player would have taken that fall and it would have been nasty. For him to be the guy taking that fall and then it just completely... The straw that breaks the camel's back on his shoulder.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I mean, but we could be looking at City where Saliba and Odegaard are back in that team.
Yeah.
Is there an outside chance that Saka's on that bench?
Yeah.
He's training with the team.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you go, okay, Saliba and Odegaard are rested. City are playing Thursday night.
Yeah.
They're going to have to play everyone.
Yeah. They got a turnaround.
All of a sudden, it's like, oh no, Saliba and Odegaard fully fit.
And they're training.
Rice and Zubendi had days of rest. Eze came off in 65 minutes.
Yeah.
Gyökeres came off at 60.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're rested. All of a sudden, you look at that and go, God, we got a 2-0 win and we've managed to rest a lot of major players. Yeah. That's what I want about the professional job. And I go back to Forest as well, where Zubimendi picks up 2 goals, a screamer and a header. And then in the middle there, we got another Gyökeres goal.
Yeah.
Which, for the life of me right now, I can't even imagine what the goal looked like. It was the Eze knock across.
Yeah.
Unbelievable from Eze.
Yeah.
But he's in the right spot. And that was the game where I really thought that they're starting to understand Gyökeres. And I'm starting to understand Gyökeres. I like him anyway, but I started to realise it. And there was a bit after he scored where he was knocking the ball off 1-2s. He ran across the field, knocked it to Madueke, he gave it back to him, nearly broke the post in half with the shot. And you start going, oh, okay. And you can see him smiling, like he's like, nah, yeah, I'm bedding in.
He's cooking.
Last night felt, for me, I came away going, Eze and Gyökeres had an off night. I looked online and the response was, this is worrying for the league because they're figuring Gyökeres out. He was unbelievable last night.
Yeah.
I don't know if I didn't see that, but I mean, he had that one where he's pushed down the channel. I think he could have done better if he had gone infield. I think there was a bit of analysis on CBS with Omri where he said he kind of destroyed his own chance by going a little bit
Wide.
wide. Whereas he could have knocked it ahead of the forward, ran across his body, either go last man tackle or get the shot away.
Caused a bit of chaos.
But still, he got one on target. Then I think you were looking for a better header on target. He had 3 headers off target. He bullied a couple of players, a couple of looseners, like some loose touches, a couple of nice touches. But for me, I didn't come away going, that was one of his better ones. I kind of went, oh, that was a dud. More so than any of the matches so far. That was his biggest dud for me.
Yeah.
But then I looked online, people were praising him more than they've done at all so far.
That's a good sign.
So if the worm's turning on him, then cool. Yeah. But either way, he definitely came off with the idea of, you've had a head injury, let's wrap you up in cotton wool.
Yeah.
You're not getting any luck here because they're just trying to double you.
Yeah.
And they got him off. But I mean, it's a matter of time until, they're still bedding in. That's the other thing. People keep talking about, City have struggled a little bit. They lost a couple games. Probably because they're trying to bed in some new players.
Yeah.
Man United are really struggling because they're trying to bed in new players. We've got brand new front three.
They're bedded. They're tucked in and ready for sleep.
Yeah, if this is them not bedded.
Yeah.
Once they do start to get that rhythm, or if we get a run of games where maybe Saka and Odegaard are back in there, but Eze's playing a lot of games and Gyökeres is playing a lot of games, like we haven't seen Gyökeres ahead of Odegaard, Saka, and let's say Eze.
Certain combinations we haven't seen yet.
We haven't seen that yet.
That could be the difference.
Yeah, and it's a matter of time until Madueke. He can get into that box at will, and he only wants to get deeper into the box.
The beauty of the Madueke situation is, I haven't missed Saka. Like that's not a slight on Saka in at all, because Saka is generational. But the fact that he could come into the team, provide something slightly different to what Saka does, and I don't miss Saka. I don't worry about Saka not being there anymore. I look forward to Madueke being on that team sheet now. Even when Saka's available, I'm gonna miss Madueke.
Yeah, that's the other part. Is talk about competition for spaces. There's going to be a serious conversation of, again, I understand Saka is one of the best players in the world. Madueke is a very fun winger.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
You don't bench Salah for an excitement.
Oh no. It's the difference between Yamal and Nico Williams. Like
there's an excitement, and then there's just, you get the job done.
Yeah, both are fun.
Because for example, Madueke has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's registered an assist or a goal.
No, he hasn't finished off.
No.
No.
Whereas Saka, by the way, has scored this season.
His stats are unreal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that stuff happens, and that's what Saka does.
Yeah.
And Saka will come back into that team. But what's going to be nice is 60 minutes. If a game's like 1-0, 0-0, and they go, we've got a game in 3 days that's Bayern Munich in Champions League.
Yeah.
Saka come off.
Yeah.
We're not going to go, oh no, we can't win the game now.
Yeah.
We're going to go, oh yeah, Madueke will change it.
Yeah.
Or if there's going to be games where we have a huge game midweek, they might go, Madueke, do you want to start this one at the weekend?
Yeah.
Saka comes on the last 15 and nicks a goal.
And not just that.
It's just going to mean less injuries for him, touch wood.
But even after those two, you think about the idea of Max Dowman coming on. It's not just a 15-year-old coming on that you're kind of going, it's nice that he gets to play. It's a player that comes on and does stuff.
Changes it, yeah.
And it's also exciting to watch. Like, anytime Dowman comes on, we're not thinking, oh, God, 15-year-old's got to figure it out. We're going, go on, do something, kid. Come on.
He's got a bit of Madueke about him. He desperately wants to get into that box.
And we're all willing him to do something. Like, we're all willing him forward.
It's such a change from last year where obviously Saka is less of that type of player anyway, but he's more direct. We had Odegaard obviously kind of slowing down attacks a little bit and looking for the right pass and then going, all right, let's go home.
Yeah.
Then we had Martinelli going wider and wider and wider on the other side. It's so different right now where we've got a centre forward who was coming deep. Yeah. We've got a centre forward now who stays on the last man. He's looking to score. Yeah. We've got a winger that can't wait to get nearer the goal to knock it back.
Yeah.
We've got another winger who's trying to do that now.
Yeah.
We've got a left back that isn't inverting and sitting there and playmaker like Lewis Skelly. We've got a guy who's going, I'll join the centre forward.
Yeah.
From left back.
Yeah, look at me up here.
Yeah. We got instead of having Odegaard who's kind of a playmaker, we got Moreno and Rice both trying to crash the box.
Yeah. Forcing it in.
It's such a different ethos in that squad than it was even 6 months ago when you were watching Arsenal. The job of the players, and Madueke said it afterwards, they said, is Arteta encouraging? He goes, yeah, he's telling me, get in that box every time.
Yeah, go for it.
Which also destroys the myth of people saying that Arteta's cautious and tells his players, coaches it out of them.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
No.
Because he's telling them, express yourself, get deeper.
I do feel like that might have changed, though. I do feel like when he was steadying the ship in the early days, I think he was coaching them backwards a little bit. But I think he has also realised now, which was the thing we were worried he wasn't going to do, is there has to be a time, though, where you've steadied the ship so much, you've got to now plough forward.
Yeah, take the handbrake off slightly.
Yeah, you've got to sail. You've got to get sailing.
Yeah, very true.
And we're sailing. And it was that realisation, I think, after that Forest game. I've seen Madueke and Eze there. I mean, before that, it felt a bit mismatched a little bit. I mean, I love both players, but having them in Arsenal felt like FIFA had gone too long, and it was like, oh, we've got Eze and Madueke, this is odd.
Yeah.
And then after that Forest game, when they were doing the post-match together, I was literally beaming, staring at the TV, like, I love those two. I want those two playing. They are great.
Yeah, no, again...
And Madueke, not selfish anymore.
No, Keown really made sure.
And I hope that kid got Eze's shirt as well. Because he promised.
Yeah, he did promise.
Okay, cool.
I think he did. Let's just hope. I think as well, it's such an interesting conversation. We're having this when we have this conversation in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whenever the international break is. It's going to be really interesting how we're talking about this professional job now.
Yeah.
Because, like I said earlier, there's a chance we could go lose to City.
Yeah.
Lose to Newcastle. Maybe win against West Ham, I believe it is. But even then, and then get there and go, that player's not at it. We're ninth in the league.
Yeah, the wheels have come off.
Yeah, and again, it's like the wheels can come off so subtly.
Yeah.
By just knocking a couple points off. Right now, it feels great.
Yeah.
I'm so interested because that'll be the real gauge. Is that next international? Because I think it'll be 7 games in the league.
Yeah.
2 in the Champions League, 1 in the Carabao Cup. So it's 10 games.
Yeah.
Which I think after 10, you can really start to go, all right, what's the squad? Who's good? Who's struggling? Depending on how hard your fixture list has been.
Yeah.
Have we overachieved, underachieved, all that kind of stuff? And at the minute, it's hard to gauge because we're right in the middle of it. Like, the next 2 results could really dictate how we feel about the first 4.
Oh, yeah, because they're fine right now.
Because we're saying, I'm so glad we're going forward with such will.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, in 2 weeks, we've been going, why are we going forward constantly and leaving ourselves wide open? Because at the minute, it feels like we've managed to change it where we're more aggressive.
Yeah.
But we're just as good defensively.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is it also like... we also played a really bizarre Man United team that looked unbelievable against us, by the way.
Yeah.
And looked awful since.
Yeah.
Then we played Leeds, who we just dispatched. Forest we dispatched. And in amongst it there, we got real cautious against Liverpool, created nothing, and then lost.
Yeah. Albeit we were the better team on the day.
Yeah, but it was very fractional.
It was tight. Which is not bad going up against the champions and technically the team that you're going to be competing with, hopefully, at the end of the season.
Yeah. And I don't disagree, but I'm just saying, what if you do lose another 1-0 to City at home because we were too cautious?
Yeah.
And then you go, we either go all-out attack or we go all-out defensive and end up being too cautious.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but that's what I mean is that I'm sceptical to say anything now.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how they navigate those next 2 league games.
That's
because that'll be really... Because at the minute, like I said, it feels like we've got better offensively and also better defensively, which is kind of impossible. Like, we kind of accepted that if we're going to be better offensively this season, we're going to have to be we're going to leak a couple more goals.
It seems too good to be true.
But it's only also 4 games.
Yeah.
So there's a chance it's just like it's a purple patch where we happen to not concede many.
Yeah.
And we scored a load.
I don't know if I'm defensive minded in this sense, but the stat that the only goal we've conceded is the Sosbolai free kick.
Yeah.
That's the stat that I'm holding on to the most, and this sounds bad because we've obviously wheeled Arteta forward a lot. As long as we can keep hold of that defensive record, that's the thing that excites me the most.
Yeah.
Regardless of these next 2 games of if we score or not, I don't want us conceding. As long as we don't concede.
The problem is last year, the reason we were so far afield was because we drew a lot of those games that we didn't push on. That's why we've tried to get more offensive.
But at this point of the season, with the points we have, I think I'd take that. Considering we've started well enough, we've done well, we've got the points in the bank.
But here's the problem with your mentality here. If I said you can have a 0-0 and a 1-1,
yeah,
or you can get beat 2-0 by City, but beat Newcastle 1-0, what would you take? A win and a loss or 2 draws?
The 2 draws don't bother me too much. It's the goal conceded in the 1-1. That's
all right,
the
if I
thing
can say 0-0 in both,
yeah,
or you can win 3-0-1 and lose 3-0-1.
Like, I'd rather the 0-0 in both.
But that's one less point. That's the reason we ended up coming. Like, that's why they're too cautious.
Yeah, but that also solidifies that thought in your head of
we can't be beat.
Yeah, the team is solid, so you didn't randomly lose like 3-0.
Also, context is king, isn't it? Because what if in those games, the 0-0s, we were all over them and we happened to create a million chances but didn't score any?
Yeah.
You'd feel a bit different to if we just, like the Liverpool one, we created nothing.
As long as the wheels don't come off in those two games, that's all I'm bothered by.
Interesting.
Just so that so we know going forward, okay, the team is solid. We didn't concede. We're fine. We didn't score, but we didn't concede. If we lose one and win one, or lose one and draw one, I'd much rather know that we didn't lose either at this point.
Yeah, it's just tough because, like, literally we lost the last couple of seasons for being too cautious and drawing games that we could have gone on to win, but we might have lost. Because, like I said, you can draw the next 3-0 and go, defensively we're solid.
Yeah.
You can also lose 6-0 twice, but win 1-0.
Yeah.
And we're better off points-wise.
But I feel like I'd feel weird about that because it means we lost badly in at least one or two of those games. Like, the points is one thing, but I want to make sure the team on the field is performing. So whether or not we draw or win, as long as we look the part and we know what we're doing, that's all I'm bothered by. Especially at this stage. At this stage.
And also, other than that Chelsea team in 04-05, not many teams have ever been really great offensively, but also almost perfect defensively.
Yeah.
Like, usually, like City concede a lot, but they score a lot. Liverpool are just a basketball team.
And that.
But they win leagues, whereas we are very, like, Arteta's like, we're the best team defensively, and we're okay going forward.
Yeah.
We draw a lot, and we end up coming second a lot.
Yeah.
So there is, and you can tell by his signings, he's literally gone, all right, we have to accept, we have to go forward more.
Yeah.
But if we end up getting to the end of these 6 games and we've drawn 2, lost 1, won 3, and we've conceded 1 goal still, he hasn't really changed. He's gone, I'm going to bring all these offensive players in, but I'm going to teach them all how to defend.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not the point in buying the offensive players. Like,
No.
You might as well, I don't know.
It just feels like the one thing we've got over Liverpool. Like, it feels like Liverpool are scary going forward. Everything else feels a little bit...
They're a little bit open.
Yeah, very open. Like, whereas we're not open and we can go forward. So at the minute, I'm happy with us not conceding too many, just because that's the thing we have over on Liverpool.
I think as well with the depth we have, the quality we have going forward, if we do only concede less than 20 goals this season...
Yeah. We're going to score. We're going to score
We'll
goals.
probably win the league. I genuinely believe if we concede less than 20 this season...
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's 4 games. Like, we could have 2 4-4 draws with City and Newcastle next, and we go, oh yeah, we've now conceded 9.
That'd feel messy.
After 6 games. No, it wouldn't feel messy. It'd just feel like top-level football. Like, when teams that win the league draw 4-4 in a season, or win 4-3, you can't get through. Like, when Chelsea did what they did, they weren't winning the games 1-0 and drawing like 0-0. They were winning 6-0 and 5-0 and 4-0 and stuff. Like, they were just battering teams, and then in the big games, they were winning 1-0.
Yeah.
But other than that, when you look at the history of City, Liverpool, all the teams that won major leagues, and Barcelona, Real Madrid, they draw a lot of games 4-4 and win 5-4 here.
Yeah.
So, other than that one outlier, which we could also be again this year.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think if we do concede less than 20, I think we win the league.
Yeah.
Because I think we have enough going forward that the difference from this year and last year or the year before that is those 0-0s and 1-1s.
Yeah.
They'll become 2-1s and 3-1s.
Yeah.
Because we just have that little bit better, or coming off the bench even.
That's the thing that I'm banking on, is we just stay solid at the back, don't concede the goals, and up top we'll figure it out. They have the ability to figure it out now. Yeah. It's not a case of, like you said earlier, Jesus coming on and we're having to hope for the best. It's more a case
Again,
of...
by the way, Jesus is a really good player.
Yeah, he's quality.
They just felt like the whole team, if you change 5 players, you went... Whereas now, there's almost an added excitement to the new 5 players. You know? When you change half your team now, you outfield players. In any way he does it, I go, oh, I like this.
It's fine, yeah.
Whereas before, even though I could say, I went, yeah, it's nice. When I watched it, I went, it's probably game over.
It's like the opposite of you don't know what you got till it's gone. We didn't know... Like, we were just banking on what we had and thought it was good enough.
Yeah.
And then now you look back and go, it wasn't.
Yeah. And again, injuries really played a part now, because like last year, like we said, we had a game where we played Moreno up front. The right side was Zinchenko, I believe, in one game.
Yeah.
No, Zinchenko played number 9 once.
Yeah.
And when Eri was on the right, Tierney was on the left.
Yeah.
That's where we're at last year. So
that was only last year.
Yeah, that was literally 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And if you just go, all right, now if you last year had this squad,
the
way we played defensively last year, those games where we were still winning or drawing 1-1 or 0-0, whatever it is, with that front three, if that front three was Madueke, Eze, and Gyökeres, a lot of those 0-0s and 1-1s would have probably been wins, and we probably would have been a lot closer to the top. But the bigger one for me is, I think if we get to where we did this year in the Champions League, to that semi-final against PSG, and it was how tight it was.
Yeah.
I think we go through.
We've got the ability to unlock that now. And also, Donnarumma's not there anymore.
Yeah, which helps massively. Well, he's now in the league to deal with, we have to deal with that this weekend. So talking to this weekend, we'll move into this part of this weekend coming up. Joe and I will be wrestling during the match. So it's going to be, I think last year we played Liverpool at home. It was 2-2, and we watched it in the dressing room of the exact same building we're going to be watching this one in Newport. Come along.
Yeah.
If you don't support Arsenal and you don't want to miss the Arsenal game. I think if you're a fan, I think the doors, the first bell's 6. So you might be able to actually watch the whole game and then come in.
That's mad, yeah.
Potentially. I don't know how that mixes. But last year we watched Liverpool 2-2 at home with Arsenal at the Emirates.
Yeah.
In this dressing room. This year we're watching City at home. I don't know why it always works out to be a gigantic home game.
Yeah.
But we'll be watching it from a locker room, stressed out of our minds, on a phone that I'm trying to charge at the same time, probably. But it's an interesting one. Man City looked... I can't tell if Man City looked unbelievable this week.
Yeah.
Or whether Haaland looked unbelievable. And Man United were bad.
Yeah.
I can't figure out... I thought they were good. I thought they were really good.
I mean...
And they could have been 6-0. It didn't have to be 3-0. It could have been 6.
Yeah, I mean, City. Like, I think regardless of form and stuff like that, they're a solid enough team across the board to kind of figure it all out and get it done. But I mean, when you've got a player like Haaland, I think that is the outlier, and that is the difference when you're in these games.
It was so clear in that game. It was so clear that they have a world-class centre-forward and a world-class goalie now.
Yeah, they at both ends of the pitch, if they have to, they could just get the job done if needed. Break glass in case of an emergency sort of situation.
I think they have generational player in goal and up front now, and I think they have very good players in between.
Which is a great mix.
Yeah, which will get them a certain distance.
Yeah.
I really don't know what that game's going to look like. I don't know where we're going to be. Like, all we can do so far is we've had 2 horrible away games.
Yeah.
But at home, we've kind of gone all-out attack. I don't know if we're going to get the away performances we've been getting, which have not been fun. Because the 2 away games haven't been fun to watch. No. Old Trafford was a 1-0 we didn't deserve. And then the Anfield one was a 1-0 loss that we also didn't deserve.
Yeah, not great.
But we probably shouldn't have won either.
The only plus is, in recent seasons, we've been the kryptonite to Haaland.
Yeah, and he looked... You just sometimes get reminders in certain games. He is just so clinical.
Yeah.
He is so... That might have been the best game I've ever seen him have at City. He was so good defensively, offensively.
Yeah.
Just his all-round play, his hold-up play.
Yeah.
Just... I don't know. It's hard to explain. He was so good.
It's weird with a player like that. You kind of... Weirdly, the dynamic of him through time is when he was at Dortmund... We didn't obviously all see Dortmund week in, week out. We didn't see what his games were like week in, week out. We just kind of heard the news that Haaland has done it again. You see a clip of him running with like 5 players hanging off his neck or something. So it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind, but you heard all about it and there was a lot of hype. Since you've been in the Premier League, there's been a lot more spotlight, obviously. Everyone could see him. You can see what he does week in, week out. He'll have weeks where he's not there. He'll have weeks where he'll turn it on. Weirdly, I feel like we forget about him more, though, with him in the league. I feel like he just kind of is there now. And the hype has gone down a lot since his Dortmund days.
Yeah, I don't hear people going, "Oh God, I'm terrified." But he also then does also score 2.
He still
go,
he has.
Oh, we should be still scared, but for whatever reason, he's lulled us into thinking it's fine. He's there.
He kind of it's like a different I always think of it as 2 sides. You've got the Haaland with the swept back hair in Dortmund, and you've got the Haaland with the tied up hair in the Premier League. 2 different people in my head. The swept up, the tied back hair Haaland seems a little bit more like he's kind of just chill. He's a chill guy, you know. He's just relaxing on the field. But then all of a sudden he'll just go, "Oh no, here's swept back hair Haaland back again. I'm going to run down the middle and smash it."
Yeah, it's tough as well because it's so difficult to analyse things sometimes because you forget about portions.
Yeah.
So for example, the Man United game, up until about 25 minutes, you kind of thought, do you know what, United might have him here. You know what I mean? We forget it now because it was such a bad loss.
Yeah.
But it was a period, and again, a period is whatever, it's 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable.
A game will ebb and flow, yeah.
Yeah. But you also did go, oh, they could get, every time Man United went forward, by the way, they were getting in.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden City scored.
Yeah.
And then City started to take control, they scored, then they took more
It's
control,
kind of
scored.
City way, really.
And then at that point,
Yeah.
Man United couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of, I think they'd given up.
Yeah.
And it's the same when you think of, this time last year we played, well, not this time, but we played Man City at home and we won 5-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you remember that game, we went 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And then Haaland pegged us back on about 65 minutes.
Yeah.
It ended 5-1.
Yeah.
We scored 4 more in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was in garbage time, as they say in the NFL, of like 90 minutes, 95 minutes.
Yeah.
But realistically, we were 3-1 up by 85.
Yeah.
But it took a deflected goal to get us back in the game.
Yeah.
Then we went and got the third because they went pushing for the draw.
Yeah.
But on any other day, they get the goal on that and it goes to 2-2, and then they overwin it 3-2. We win it 3-2, or it just ends 2-2.
Yeah.
But in our heads, it's 5-1. And again, that's football, because you break down any like 6-0 win.
Yeah.
You could be like, well, if they'd scored here,
There's moments, yeah.
they might have ended 1-0. It's difficult, but sometimes you forget about that and you go, we've got City's number. It's like, have we?
Yeah.
Because I personally think this is a 1-1, 2-2.
Yeah, even in the current situation where they're not quite where they were at after last season.
They just got that much talent. Like
it's kind of...
Again, it's so hard because you were so biased.
Yeah.
But we have like this pessimism of like, we can't just beat them.
Oh, on paper right now, we should just beat them. Like, that should be how it works out.
I think so.
I mean, considering...
it's so hard.
In terms of league states, like,
Yeah.
you look at last season, including in this, Man City didn't really show up a lot of the season. They weren't really there. They were a different team. Didn't look great. We looked great. We pushed for the league at the end. Going into this season, we're in a much better position than they are. Like, I think our squad currently is so good that we should be very confident going into this game. So on paper, I think we should be the big favourites in this one. But there is that pessimism as an Arsenal fan, like a little bit of PTSD of like, oh, but it's City.
To give you an idea, this is the other thing. Is City won 4-0 opening day away to Wolves. But if you watch the game, again, similar to the United one, Wolves should have been 2-0 up after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they played at home at the Etihad, and they lost 2-0 to Tottenham.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they went away to Brighton and lost 2-1.
Yeah.
Then they played at home to Man United and they won 3-0.
Yeah. It's all over the place.
They've got Napoli at home, then they got Arsenal, then they got Huddersfield away, then they got Burnley, then they got Monaco, then they got Brentford, Everton, Villarreal. They got a nice run in.
They got a decent run, yeah.
They got a very nice run. But
is it though? Because looking on paper at what they've done so far, they haven't really shown up in some of those games, like the Brighton game, the Tottenham game.
Yeah.
I know Tottenham are in a very similar boat to us right now with points and stuff and where it's at. But if you're looking at that Tottenham game, like
they did not show up, and Tottenham just staled them out. Like they just kind of made it nullified them.
And on paper, us and Tottenham are level at the minute. Like we're level in what we're doing.
Tottenham do have their number, like big time though, like for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But they also, you got to remember as well, there's also the vibe you go into a game. Like Man United played better against us than any other team.
Yeah.
Because they fancied it, and it was opening day. They had a good feeling. That pushed them over enough.
Yeah.
And then they lost, and then since then the feeling went away.
And
they're struggling.
There is a nasty little edge to Arsenal, Man City now.
There is, and also City see us as, they don't see Tottenham as rivals, so they go into it going, not that they're not going to win, they just don't see them as long-term rivals.
Yeah.
Whereas this game is, if we want to win the league this year, we're going to have to take points off them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they come in with a different energy, a different like a cup final as opposed to a league game.
Yeah.
So Tottenham are dealing with league game Man City. We're dealing with cup final Man City, I think.
And there is a friendly rivalry between Pep and Arteta, I'm sure.
Yeah, and obviously Gabriel, Lewis Skelly and Haaland, and there's a lot of kind of side-by-side things. There's also, they've got a little bit of heat with us because of Declan Rice never going there.
Yeah.
There's stuff to it, but it's just a different team. When I looked at City, I think City have got some injuries as well going into this. I think I'll try and see if I can find a list of City injuries. But they've got...
They've taken a hit. They've taken a hit on their squad.
They have, and, it's not easy for them to overcome. I've just got them here. So they've got Cherky's out, and he is out for 2 months. Mm-hmm. So he's not back. Marmouche, a few weeks, so he'll be out.
Yep.
Kovacic is out in the midfield.
Yeah.
Aït-Nouri, who's they brought in as their fullback, he's ruled out. John Stones, 50% status, but looks like he's going to be out. Battinelli, I don't know who that is. Calvin Phillips, who I don't think he's there, is he? I don't even know if he's a C, but they're all out. So they're basically their best centre back. Their two wingers they bought. Their new Kevin De Bruyne is out.
Yeah.
Their winger they bought in January is out.
Yeah.
One of their main runners in midfield is out.
Yeah.
Their new fullback they spent big money on is out.
Yeah.
And their main centre back is out. And again, you put up against us, our main winger's out, our centre forward's out.
Very similar,
our Kevin De Bruyne is out.
Yeah.
Our centre back is out.
Yeah.
It's not far off, but it just feels like our depth is actually bizarrely better than City's.
Yeah.
Because I think our squad building's been a little bit better.
So like we said, on paper, confident-wise, we should go in this with confidence. We shouldn't go in this nervous. This isn't the same situation as it was before.
No, and I think we forget, like, we went to Anfield against the most informed team in the league. And again, informed team, Liverpool. People are now saying, like, oh, they've pretty much won every game post 80 minutes. And they have.
Yeah.
That's what champions do. But not just that. In game week 1 and 2, they scored 2 goals post 80 minutes twice. They've scored 9 goals. Same as us.
Yeah.
No, they scored 10 now because of the penalty with Salah. But people are saying, like, not in form. They are. They've scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
You know, they've won all their games.
Yeah.
And we went to Anfield, their home, and we reduced them to no chances other than a worldy free kick.
Yeah.
That game had 2 chances. It had the free kick, which I don't even think was a chance, and then Eze got in.
Yeah.
But he never got the shot away. The game was nullified.
Yeah.
So if we're doing that with Anfield, who are the better team, at home against Man City, who aren't as in form, we should be at least able to nullify the game.
Yeah.
I just wonder, you know, with the crowd, the 4 p.m. kickoff on a Sunday, that drive to go forward might cost us defensively.
Yeah.
And that, you know, I can see it now, that kind of Haaland scoring and running into that corner, and it's like 40 minutes before half time, and then the crowd get a bit like, oh God, we pushed you right up the field. Now they've scored. We have to get back into the game, and then that nerves kick in.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the game. I'm not sure. But I think it really is just a gamble. I think it's a 50-50, throw it up in the air. Someone's going to take their chances, and that team will win. And at this point, I know they have the best centre-forward in the world.
Yeah.
We also have, you know, I don't know who if you think of, like, their centre-forward is better than our centre-forward, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I think it'd be Madueke and Eze, I assume.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned Martinelli, but I assume it's them on the wings. I think this week they played with, was it Bernardo on one side and Doku on the other?
Yeah.
I think Doku and Madueke are level.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's quality.
Yeah, 100%.
Bernardo on one side, Eze.
Yeah.
You know, Bernardo's won a lot, but I mean, Eze's a little bit younger. I think offensively, Eze should be able to cause more trouble.
Yeah.
And then in the midfield, they're going to be playing, it will be Rodri, Foden, and Reinders. And Reinders and Rice, that's a good match.
Yeah.
Rodri and Zubimendi, it's literally a perfect match from international. And then it's whether Odegaard's fit with Foden or whether it's Moreno, whether it's Nwaneri.
Yeah.
But then defensively, we have the best back 5 in the league.
Yeah.
So that is better than theirs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know they've got the unbelievable keeper now, but it's a keeper we have beaten literally in the last 5 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's, when you look at it, it's mad tight. But then when you come off the bench, I'm not sure how much City can bring on there.
Yeah,
because of their injuries.
Yeah, the worm has turned now. We have the bench.
Yeah. The bench at the weekend could be Saka, Trossard, Martinelli, Dalman, Nwaneri. Could be Odegaard.
Yeah.
It's as if Moreno starts. There's also like Lewis Skelly, Hakapi. There's players like that. There's a lot going on there that you think, oh, we could actually change the game there.
Yeah.
Especially if someone like Saka is available.
Do you think on the left, that's my biggest question going into the game, is the left-hand side? Is because Martinelli understands the defensive side of the game as well as the attacking side of the game.
That's why he started at Liverpool.
I think Martinelli will start over Eze.
I do.
Not because Eze. It's tough because Eze's confidence could get knocked. But
I don't think it will.
But I think Eze did lack a little bit defensively yesterday. He switched off.
He switched off a couple of times. Yeah. You can't do that against City.
You definitely can't. And I don't know. Is Eze more of an impact player than Martinelli though?
I think so. I think if it's 0-0 or 1-0 even to City, I think bringing Eze off the bench with 20 minutes to go fills me more than if we brought Martinelli off the bench. Yeah. And I know literally Martinelli just came off with 20 minutes to go and scored, but I don't think City are going to give us that type of space.
Yeah. Well, I think a couple of Eze's best things we've seen is when he came off the bench against Liverpool. And he ran at them. Like, he did a couple bits of trickery that got him into very good places. He was direct.
Madueke, I think, could be really interesting because I remember him tearing him apart a little bit for Chelsea at the Etihad. I think they ended up drawing that game, but I remember him tearing him apart on that side and they just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting game. I really am. It's the most fascinating game so far. I think with Liverpool, we knew we were going to go in cautious. We knew it would be cagey.
Yeah.
We knew it would be tight. And one of us would win. This one, this could be 3-0 either way. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
It's very strange.
Which is nice. It doesn't feel like we're going in and getting smashed.
Yeah,
hopefully.
And then obviously we've got Port Vale. I think that'll be after we podcast next week. So next week we'll be back next Wednesday. I think Port Vale will be that night. I'm fairly sure it's not Tuesday because we're playing Sunday. So that'll be too quick a turnaround. So there's only the City game between then and now. Simon I believe, will be back with Miller Monday on Monday. And he'll be covering the weekend that has just happened. So probably more of an in-depth look at probably the City Arsenal game particularly, because he'll be probably recording that fresh off of the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's working for Arsenal this weekend. I haven't heard, but we'll be, just know, guys, we'll be in a changing room, stressed out of our mind, watching a phone
In tights
before we wrestle, which is a fun little image. But guys, if you enjoy the podcast, please give us a 5-star review. Let your friends know about it. Go to Gunners Rust Pod on TikTok. Give us a follow there. We do 2 videos a day, including ripping packs for Peppercorn Sports Cards.
Heck yeah.
And if you want £10 to play with on Whatnot, go underneath this video on iTunes or Spotify. You read the bio. There'll be a link. Click on it. Sign up to Whatnot, and you'll get £10 free to go buy trading cards, shoes, tops, collectibles, whatever you want. Really, you can pretty much find anything on Whatnot. It's just a live auction site, including giving Peppercorn Sports Cards a follow. But that's been a good episode.
That's
I've
great.
enjoyed that. I think there's a lot of talking points. I think each week there's going to be more and more to discuss.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.